2:10 to go. You look at the first possession. Alcorn has been really good this year in pumping up a lot of points, or they've had some troubles, and they didn't have any trouble that time as Maurice Howard pumps in his 17th triple of the season. That's the second most on this Braves team.
And on an inbounds play, too. Cross court, they're able to get that pass to him in the corner. Quick release there by Howard for the early bucket.
Tulane coming off a loss. Hightower strong to the bucket. He gets pinched between two players and misses. Rebound pulled off by Deshaw Andrews. Crosby is a guy to watch up top. Another three ball. This time it's off the side iron. Hightower rebounds, averaging about 4.7 glass attempts per game. Young comes up and sets the pick. And a three from the corner. No good. A deep rebound claimed after the Walker miss.
Got to get a hand in his face.
This comes up a little bit short. The unguarded Andrews left it shy. He's got 14 triples on the season. That coming into the game was the most for the Braves. So far, the only bucket. An early three by Howard. Shot clock at 8. Young fakes the three, takes it inside. The big fellow fades and fires off the back iron. Rebounds batted around and controlled by the Braves. And the last move to get free from the layup by Tulane Crosby out of Laurel, Mississippi. Crosby, one of two players who has started every game for Alcorn. A nice start by the Braves.
Well, and you and I had a chance to do a game against another SWAC opponent for Tulane. That's when the Southern Jaguars rolled down to New Orleans, and that game was a flat start for Tulane as well. Not much energy in this arena. A lot of folks in New Orleans worried about another game being played about 10 minutes down the road from here in the NFL. But this basketball team from the Green Waves is coming out very flat.
Lawson on the last miss, a steal by Thompson. Reverse layup, good by Thompson.
Nice aggressive move for him to get the rim and have that body control up and under. Get it off the glass with the Green Wave on the board.
Thompson, a graduate student out of Gonzales, Louisiana, who started his career at Rhode Island. Only two contests remain for the Green Wave before they start American Athletic Conference play. Brewer won't shoot it from the slot. Crosby looking inside, 5 to fire. Crosby pulls up, shoots, and nails it. Crosby with a sweet little jumper just to the left of the free throw line.
Told you coming into this ballgame, the last three, he's upped his season average about 3.5 points a contest. He's definitely been finding the basket a lot more recently for the Braves.
He had 19 and 9 rebounds against Little Rock. He had 17 and 9 rebounds against ULM. 7-2, a nice start by Alcorn. Fadeaway jump shot from 17 comes up a bit short off the hands of Hightower.
Very stagnant offense, not a lot of passing, just a pull up from 17, 18 feet. Ron Hunter's not going to watch this much more.
Lawson anticipated the pass and made the one-handed steal. Let's see if Tulane can turn the defense into offense. This for three comes up a little bit short. Hightower left it on the front rim.
And that's going to lead to an immediate substitution. Ron Hunter's seen enough of the one-pass offense and taking a shot, immediately turned to the bench. Has two Wave down there ready to check in.
One of those is Nick Thomas. The other is Noble Days. Thomas has been instant offense off the bench. This off the window. Young pulls off the rebound. A very slow start for the Green Wave. Only Christian Thompson has a bucket. This for three. And John drives it home. The big fellow coming outside. Tulane now has made at least one three-point field goal in 184 consecutive games. The first one tonight coming from Kevin John.
Tulane would like to see John get that confidence back. He was such a sensation 1 year ago here for the Wave, even though they struck.
And that last three ball by John certainly helped out the Tulane offense. This is Campbell muscling his way in. Offensive foul.
That drew the call. Tulane
can tie or take the lead here with this possession after a slow start. Walker at the top, swings it to Thompson, puts it on the floor, kicks it to the corner for an uncontested three, and that misses the mark. Nick Thomas didn't draw anything. Alcorn has turned it over on 3 of its last 5 possessions. Let's see if this one is profitable. Maurice Howard, who is a definite threat from out court, gets rid of it to the corner, and that shot is way too strong, saved by Noble Days. And here come the Green Wave. Thompson takes the return pass.
You can tell coming out of that timeout, Ron Hunter emphasized moving the ball and bodies moving. Now they're crisscrossing the court with passes, and you see all 5 players in the white moving on the court.
John got caught
to greet him. He was able to get past Andrews, but not enough to get through that wall, and gets the call for the charge.
That is the first turnover by Tulane. Ball goes inside, it's lost. Looked like Tulane's Days got a hand on it or knocked it loose enough for Walker to come down court with it.
Great body position. Not even let that shot have a chance to get up and in.
Days kicks it to John, unguarded. Takes the 3 from the corner and misses. Rebound pulled off by Deshaw Andrews. Andrews averaging 12 points and 5 rebounds a game. He's been a very solid performer at 13 and 5 against Rust. Left-hander lets go and misses. Andrews off the mark. Here comes Tulane looking to find a bucket here. Thompson fakes right, dribbles left. He's cut off, kicks it for an open 3. Boom! From the corner, Nick Thomas. He's got 11 of them, and they've all been off the bench.
He wasn't close to his first shot attempt from the right side of the floor, but that one from the left side found its mark. After such a sluggish start, Tulane's defense has caused problems like this here for the Braves, and now taking the lead.
Tulane trying to turn it into a layup. Missed, put back good. Christian Thompson stayed right with it. He's got a couple of buckets.
You see how he also hung in the air. He had that ball out there waiting to make sure he had the right angle to put it in. Oh, nice move underneath there.
Little baby hook using the window. Deshaw Andrews, a senior from York, South Carolina.
A little bit of a hesitation, then the reverse up and in. Beautiful shot.
Thompson is open, won't take the 3. Thomas did and missed it. Not many offensive rebounds in the first 7 minutes or so. The guy you got to watch is Howard if you're Tulane. Maurice Howard broke the school record last year with 95 triples in a season. He's got the basketball now. 7 on the shot clock. This from the corner. A little bit long for 3. Tipped around.
He may add to his school record. He had 228 coming into tonight's game and hit the first shot of tonight's ball game.
229 career trays for that young man. And here's Corey Tillery getting into the scoring column. The senior from Atlanta. He started his career at Texas Tech. He's got 21 triples now, and that's the high water mark for Alcorn. So the Braves lead by 1 with just under 12 minutes to go in the first half in New Orleans. Days backing in, spinning, draws contact, score! Days at the line. He's only shot 6 free throws this year. Make it 7 now. He's only missed once. So he's 6 for 7 at the stripe, and Tulane leads by a pair, 11:40 to go in the opening period. The Green Wave offers some pressure in backcourt. Alcorn has no difficulty bringing it into front court. This is Arnie Morris who came in during the break. Morris gets it over to Tillery. Shot clock at 9. Tillery fades and fires a difficult shot, and he draws nothing but cord. 2 threes for him.
Coming into this ball game, 27 of his last 31 field goal attempts have been from deep. So it's no surprise to see Tillery launching from behind the line. You know that's something Tulane has to be aware of and get a hand in his face.
He's got a pair of them in this game. He's got 22 of them for the season. Alcorn regained the lead on that swisher by Tillery. Well, there's a bump, no whistle, and then finally...
So far, both attempts tonight have come from deep and gone in, so now you have to start respecting.
12 on the year, and a team leading 6.8 rebounds. Thompson's an interesting story in that he played 88 games at Rhode Island. 15 times he started as a junior. Tulane has changed its defense. This looks wide left, and it is.
He's down to business now. He got rid of the jacket. You saw Tillery didn't waste any time with that change of defense. As soon as he saw the defender back up, he launched that long ball.
That's swatted down. The Green Wave by 1. Interestingly enough, Keyshawn Hightower has not yet scored for Tulane. And he's a guy
Tulane will watch out for in terms of defense. He's hit double digits in 3 of the last 4 games.
13 points, 5 rebounds against Rust. He's got an early bucket tonight. We come to the midway point of the first half. John, yes, left corner.
Up with his play here in the year and a half he's been in New Orleans and playing for the Wave. He can get a hot hand. He's got great athleticism too. He's not afraid to get in there and back.
Tonight's game, but he's drilled a couple of them here in the first half. And Tulane continues to take care of the basketball with only 1 turnover. Alcorn has 6. Thompson won't take the 3. This for 3 from the left side. Rattles out off the hands of Hightower. Tulane keeps it alive. And apparently, Lawson stepped on the...
When he ran that wheel route from the baseline, hadn't made his way all the way back on the floor yet.
9.5 to play in the opening period in New Orleans. We are delighted to have you with us tonight. Almost a backcourt violation. Plenty of time to shoot. Crosby tries to muscle his way in. And the Green Wave come away with it. Yes. From the corner, Nick Thomas has come off the bench. They hit a couple of them. Thomas with his 11th and 12th triple of the season. 6 for Thomas. Tulane takes it away again. 8-0 run now for the Green Wave.
Would it be fair to say that maybe all but 2 or 3 of the 3-pointers from the Wave have been from the corners? I haven't seen so many corner threes launched so early in a ball game. It's the toughest shot with very little perspective, very little depth perception. And there's another one just outside the deep corner for Tulane.
That the greater distance is used for 3-point shooting, essentially the international distance.
See it right there on the right side of your screen. Certainly makes the biggest difference as it tapers down towards the corner.
And meanwhile,
Tulane.
10-point lead for the Wave with just over 8 minutes to go in the first half. Victor Howell and Rollins with you. Thank you for joining us tonight from New Orleans. Thompson drives. This ball's batted around. Finally kept alive. 6 to shoot. Thomas lines up the 3. 3 threes for the 6'1" graduate student out of Arlington, Texas.
He's got a big smile on his face. We talked about coming off a game where he was 5 of 9. 9 of his 10 shots were from deep. Hit 5 of them against St. Louis. He's picked up where he left off.
14 straight points for the Green Wave. Brewer, turnaround jumper. No, missed everything. Lawson pulls it off. Lawson brings it up court himself. Now throws it into front court for Christian Thompson. Lawson goes baseline. Finds an open Thomas from the other corner, and this one off the mark.
That's a little bit of a heat check there for Thomas, who was fading away in the corner. That's a charge. But his Green Wave offense, just 2 turnovers, nothing for Alcorn. One of the big reasons why the Wave are on this tremendous run.
27-14 right now as we resume play. Just under 7 minutes to go in the first half in Fogelman Arena on the lovely Tulane campus. A deep 3 in the air off the back iron. Christian Thompson missed it. Tulane before that miss was 6 of 14 from out court. Been a long time since Alcorn has scored. Pull-up jump shot for three. Rattles in and out and back in. Knocked down by Corey Tillery. That's his third triple of the game. Give him 23 now on the season. He's one of two Braves who has started every game this year, Corey Tillery. Tulane by 10. Quick release, three. Won't go.
That's something we've seen Tulane get away from now until that possession right there. They did a much nicer job moving the ball around and getting everybody involved as opposed to those one-pass possessions. There's Tillery again.
Well, Tillery has 12 points, and they've all come from beyond the arc.
Yeah, he's got a green light like the Tulane green on the floor. Pretty much anywhere he's standing, if he thinks he can get it up, Montez Robinson is going to give him the green light to launch it.
Tillery averaging 10.5 points on the season. He's got 12 in the first half. No place to go after the jump step. Thompson takes the three, leaves it short. John fought for the rebound, but couldn't get it, and Kobe Wilson does. Wilson had 14 points and 12 rebounds against Paul Quinn, his only double-double of the season. Howard, strong to the bucket, pulls up, uses the glass, and scores. Maurice Howard out of Quincy, Florida. 8 straight points for this Alcorn team now.
Nice response coming out of that last timeout. Tillery certainly helping him with a couple of big threes, but that last possession able to penetrate that Tulane defense, something Ron Hunter did not want to see, and immediately told the two players to go to the bench.
The lead is 5. Zell also has returned to the lineup off the bench. Shot clock at 8. And that's put in by Keyshawn Hightower. That's his first bucket. Hightower has the capacity to score a lot in a very little period of time. The junior from Lafonia, Georgia, has his first 2.
Great explosion on the baseline as well. Get past everybody to the rim.
Open jump shot from 12. Good by Tillery. That's a mistake for him. It's only a 2.
A rarity. Remember that one.
Hightower, second effort. Missed them both. 4 minutes to play, opening period. Nice late pass and an offense. So he's got 3 triples and 2 doubles in this game. Here's 13 points, and he's got 13 of Alcorn's last 15. So it's been Tillery and nobody else lately.
Exactly. Sorry, I didn't mean to step on you there. One way to get back into the game real quick. From the previous timeout to this last timeout we just had, Alcorn 4-4, now 5 of 5 from the floor with that layup. Tulane 1 of 7. So that double-digit deficit for the Braves disappeared in a very short amount of time.
So Tillery turning defense into offense as he stole it near midcourt. And the Braves are on a 12-2 run. We've got a held ball.
17 SWAC Coach of the Year. When he arrived, he led the Braves to their first back-to-back winning seasons for the first time in 15 years.
That's a long time.
They're in a rebuilding phase right now. Alcorn, they were picked towards the bottom of the SWAC. In fact, they were picked 9th. Only Mississippi Valley State was below them. Look at that shooting right now. 5 of their last 5.
Alcorn finished 8th in the league a year ago. Tillery finally misses, but had a pretty good look from the right side. Waved by 3. This for 3. It comes up shy. Noble Days left it short.
For Tulane, you certainly want to try to end this first half strong and not let the Braves go into the locker room with confidence. This is a program for Alcorn State that hasn't won a road game since February of 2018. Talking 21 straight road losses for the Braves.
Maurice Howard has 5 points on a triple and a double. Tulane jumps out on him. Good defense. Tillery spinning, lost it for the moment.
That's what we want to say. He's about to come out of that T-shirt.
Tulane has missed 5 of its last 6 shots. Looking to find the range in the final 2 minutes. of this opening period in New Orleans. R.J. McGee in the game for Tulane.
Braves really spreading out that zone defense, trying to force Tulane far away from the basket.
Shot clock at 5, and the 3 ball from the corner will not fall for Nick Thomas. He's hit 6. Alcorn with a chance to tie it right here. 90 seconds to go.
Thomas very much on the same pattern he was against St. Louis. All but one of his field goal attempts have come from long range.
4 out of the 5 Braves touched it. That's missed by Tillery. Walker on the move, makes a fine pass down to John for the layup.
Beautiful pass by Jordan Walker, keeping his head up as he went from the left side of the floor back to the middle and saw John breaking towards the basket. Great job by Walker.
Walker, a 5'11" sophomore out of Port Washington, New York. Less than a minute to go. That's knocked away, and John.
Good block. Great job by Walker to see him and get that pass zipped in there.
John will be a jumping jack again in front of the passer. 4 to shoot. 2 to shoot, and it's thrown away. Walker, stutter dribble, shoots the 1-footer and misses off the first foot. Looked like it might go down. That's not an easy shot.
No, and Walker's confidence is really, Ron Hunter's getting all over him right now. You can see him. Walker's offensive confidence has dropped a little bit. His points per game has dropped 5 whole points in the last 11 days. 3 games in that span, but his scoring has dropped. Gone very cold from the offensive side.
Alcorn will have to shoot before the first half expires. And a nice play down low by Andrews. 3 seconds to play. Thomas gets it off. And Victor Howell, Lynn Rollins with you. And Victor Howell, Lynn Rollins with you. As we play, and Tulane tries to stretch its 3-point lead with the first possession that the Green Wave are enjoying here in the second half. Tulane, when it leads at halftime this year, is 7 up and none down.
Hightower was trying to get his balance. Just kind of ran right into him and bumped him out of bounds. Draw the foul call early here in the second half.
This is the 5th home game of the season for Tulane. It has won the first 4.
That's a name we haven't mentioned a lot here in the first half. It's Hightower. There we go. Put one in. Chase is not bringing it up. 1 of 9 from the floor in the first half was Hightower. It hits one of the toughest shots he's taken all night with that driving layup. It gets it to fall.
And Victor, we have seen him rise and shoot that sweet jump shot. When he gets it going, he can score a lot in a hurry. Tonight, though, he has not found the mark. Shot clock at 5. Pull-up jumper, left side, won't go for Crosby.
Still no offensive rebounds for Alcorn. They haven't missed that many. They haven't taken a lot of shots. They'd missed 9, or 11 rather, 12 and 23.
Had it slapped away, then tried to throw it back to the corner, and then it's stolen. Both coaches are up walking the sidelines. Alcorn will make a couple of substitutions at the next whistle. Deep, deep, deep 3 ball. A little bit long by Howard. He'll try it again. Yes, he made the adjustment, didn't he?
Maybe about a step and a half in, but again, when you're the program's all-time leading 3-point shooter, Tulane has to know where he is. You can't just sit back and let him launch like that.
That's 230 of them in his career. 2 of them tonight. John got good position. Ball stripped out of his hands. He's still fighting for it. And the Braves come away with it.
On the inside like that, you got to be able to put a little bit of a stronger grip on it if you're going to just power it up there for John.
Offensive. Another long 3. Big rebound, Hightower. Maurice Howard is certainly not shy.
No, not at all. He has that deceptive strength. That frame doesn't look like he's going to launch from 30, but he shoots it from 30. He's shooting at 34.
We have played 3 minutes in the second half. That's taken away by Nick Thomas. Hightower lines it up, snakes inside, hanging, blocked.
Set.
He spent a couple of seasons, averaged 6.6 points and a couple of rebounds in his final season at Georgia, where he played 58 games.
8 up of transfers, some from the JUCO levels, many from the D1 level that have come over here to play for Coach Hunter. So you're not only trying to introduce your new program to a team, you're trying to introduce your team to the team. Players get to know one another.
Well, they've only got 2 players from last year's roster. And Ron Hunter has just turned things 180 degrees. And Victor, he was adamant that this Tulane program can become a powerhouse, not only in its conference, but nationally. They've got a lot of potential here. Just ahead of the shot clock, Alonzo Campbell finds his first bucket. The 7-foot senior from Portland, Oregon. Thompson puts it on the floor, kicks it out. 3-ball, Hightower missed it.
A quick release by Hightower that sent Ron Hunter bounding back to the chair in disappointment.
Tillery, the floater, got it. Nicely done. 17 for the senior from Atlanta by way of Texas Tech.
Well, this Alcorn State team certainly has some confidence. And it's been a minute since they've won a road game. It's been even longer since they've won one team the quality of Tulane in terms of D1 opponents and what they've done on the road.
Tulane settles for the 3 again. Nice offensive rebound work and the putback by Lawson, and that's a big bucket for the Green Wave.
The last Division I non-conference win for the Braves came back in the 2012-13 season. It was an overtime win over Sanford. But they certainly are hanging around here with the Wave tonight. To get there tonight, but he's having to work for it. As Hightower, 2 of 11 from the floor. He's 0 for 3 from deep. Last time out for Hightower, for someone who's averaging 17 points a game in their last game that lost to St. Louis, 12 points on 4 of 13 shooting. So Hightower's outside range and his shooting has taken a little bit of a dip here in the last couple outings.
Lawson misses it. Saved nicely by Days. Only 2 on the shot clock, though. Got to have to launch here. I don't think this is going to count. It won't.
On the floor has to be the lead dog to be able to look up at the shot clock and tell everybody else, hey, 5, 7, scream it out and make sure everybody knows. You get so intent on dribbling and passing, you never know before you know it, the buzzer goes off, and it caught Tulane that time.
Alcorn State has a chance to take the lead with a 3-point play. This will count for 2 if it goes, and it does. There's Corey Tillery. He's been busier than one of Santa's elves tonight.
That's going to give Tillery a new season high. It's 19 points now for Tillery.
15 in the first half, a couple of buckets in the second half. That's nearly double his season's average.
Tulane doesn't have anybody in double digits yet. They're tied at 37. Tillery's been a one-man wrecking crew for the Braves.
Thomas drives home the deep deuce. He was just inside the 3-point line.
That gives him 11. That'll be the first Tulane player in double digits.
Alcorn trailing by 2. And the finish by T-Shot Hightower. The steal at quarter court. He stayed in bounds, tiptoeing the sideline, and then had the finish.
Yeah, the dunk was nice. The steal was better. Maybe the best part of that effort was being able to stay in bounds.
41-37. Turnovers continue to be very quarrelsome. Looper doesn't get there by Howard.
It's 14 turnovers now for the Braves.
Howard will take the 3, and he's got it. That's 3 of them for him tonight, 19 on the year. And that gives him 231 in his career. That's a school record, and so is the 95 in one season a year ago. Tulane did a nice job of circling back defensively, but it does not matter. Howard drives home another 3. Howard and Tillery will take them anywhere, anytime, any distance.
And with that effort now, how about the Braves coming all the way back from when they were down 14 to take a 2-point lead here on the road?
Could this be the night that the 21-game road losing streak by Alcorn comes to an end? Tulane certainly is hoping it does not. Nice spin move, but no finish by Hightower.
He did everything right but convert. Backed his man in, then spun back to the outside, had the open lane to the basket. Just too hard up off the glass and couldn't get it to go in.
12 minutes and some change remain in the second half. Alcorn making a bid for a monumental upset right here, but plenty of time to go. Howard dribbles away the clock, only 7 to shoot. Just a desperation effort, a very ill-advised shot. It doesn't hit anything, and the loose ball picked up by Days.
Ill-advised possession there for the Braves. There was a lot of Maurice Howard dribbling, and everybody standing around watching.
Walker with a nice pass. Retrieved down low, the kick out, 3 ball.
Number 11.
Down low, the kick out, 3 ball.
Number 11, and that'll be Tulane's opener when they tip off American play here at the end of December.
And of course, Wichita State is a newcomer to the league. This for 3. John rebounds the miss from Andrews. It's a held.
Well, they had 2 points off of turnovers. Now they have 10. So they have 8 points in this half off of those Tulane turnovers.
Thomas goes baseline, pulls up, shoots. Nope. The rebound grab by Brewer.
It's almost like when you watch him shoot and Corey Tillery shoot inside the three-point line, they look nervous. We're so used to seeing them shoot from long range, it's uncommon to see them shoot from 2-point.
This possession could give Alcorn the lead. 10.5 to play in Fogelman Arena. Defense out front. Thompson lays it in.
Great body control by Thompson. Keeps the ball in his outside hand. Defender tried to throw a fake at him with the hard stomp to get him off, but he kept body control, took it right up to the rim.
8 for Christian Thompson.
My goodness.
Just heat him up.
That seemed like that was closer to midcourt than it was the three-point line for that three-pointer.
That's Arnie Morris. That's his first bucket, a junior from Raleigh, North Carolina, by way of Chattanooga State. John sweeps one up, too strong. Rebound by Bruton.
Yeah, forced that time from Kevin John. Just was never in a good position to get that up and then got behind the backboard. Look at that clear out.
Bruton scoops it in. The freshman from Cincinnati, averaging 5 off the bench. So he's had some productive moments this year.
And give that assist to Brewer, too. Big number 33 cleared a path for him. He had a wide open lane to the basket.
A 2-point lead for Alcorn. Jong puts it on the floor, fakes, won't shoot, kicks it out. Open 3 ball, a little long off the side iron. Missed by Thomas. And good defense by Tulane. Places Kevin Jong for Tulane. And Alcorn will double up in backcourt when it gets the chance. 1-on-2, pull-up jump shot. Walker, strong off the back iron. Walker chases it down. Lawson working to get clear.
He saw that effort, appreciates everything they gave throughout that entire shot clock. Now they have to do it again.
Swatted that.
Nice job, though, by Thompson. Just gets right back up. Let's go back to business.
Lawson nearly lost it. Makes the late feed and the lay-in from the right side by Hightower. Nice work from one teammate to another there. 6 in the half for Hightower after only 2 in the first period. 48 each. Hang on to your chairs. We've got an exciting 8 minutes coming your way. Off-balance shooter is Crosby, nearly 79%.
You just talked about the type of game we're in, telling people to hold on to their chairs. Tulane might want to listen as well. This Alcorn State team has been a second-half team. They've outscored their opponents by over 40 points in the second half. They get off to slow starts, which they did tonight as well. They fought their way back, and they've carried that momentum here in the second half, and now back with a 2-point lead.
50-48, Alcorn State making an upset bid in New Orleans. 4-3, left side. Tipped by hoping his team can come down and come away with a win from Lorman, Mississippi. Turnaround three. Got it. That's a big bucket. Jordan Walker. That's his first hoop of the game. 14 trays now in the season. 51-50 on the strength of that shot. Walker saves it, but it hit the backboard.
Good effort there to try to shoot her.
Yeah,
nailed a big one.
Very good. He redshirted last season. Played 17 games for Seton Hall back in 2017-18. Lawson runs down the rebound. Tulane by 1 in New Orleans. Less than 7 minutes to go. Another one, yeah! Walker, back-to-back deep triples. .640 and counting. Almost a travel. Shot came up a little bit short from Crosby.
Well, now the possession's really come important for Alcorn. Still 6.5 to go, and I realize it's only a 4-point game, but now you've got two players from Tulane really starting to find it. He wants to put it up again.
Walker, does he get a third in a row? No.
And you can see he was eyeing it too. Came all the way down the baseline, up 2 screens to try to come get that shot from up top.
Just over 6 minutes remain. Big fella backs in, draws the... This big guy has only been to the free throw line 4 times.
Free throw line all that often. You're either not getting the ball a lot in the block or you're taking your game too far away from the basket. Got a good solid frame and a nice size. Be down on that block trying to power it in.
The Braves offer some pressure in backcourt, but Hightower works it across the midcourt line. Thomas gets it down low. That's going to count off the top. With some aqua blue shoes tonight. The Wave by 5:40 to go. Crosby gets it down to the free throw line. Now Howard can't shoot from there. That was not a very productive offensive possession.
And just an ill-advised shot. I know it's one thing to want to try to drive the lane, but if the shot's not there, you can't force it, especially if you're off balance and you're off hand.
And we've got a foul, I believe. You know, we've got light blue shoes. Got two variations of blue worn by Tulane's players on the court. We've got some green ones. We've got some black ones. This is fashion night. Days pulls off the offensive rebound.
Plenty of time for a reset. 15 on the clock.
Thomas throws it to the corner. And the G League, the minor league for the NBA, is experimenting with a rule. They say it speeds up the game a little bit. If you miss it, it's in play. Shutout from the field for the last 4 minutes and 49 seconds. Tulane is on a 10-1 run and needed it to take a 58-51 lead. Less than 4:45 to go. Tulane with a chance for more. Hightower dishes it back. Easy layup. Walker stretched in 2 ways on that play. Let's hope he's all right. This is a very, very important possession for Alcorn, trailing by 9 now. The 3 ball, in and out, tipped around. Thomas controls it. Nick Thomas grabs it. And now Tulane would be prudent coming into front court with Walker leaning over the dribble.
Those were falling for Corey Tillery early in this ball game. They're going to need him to get hot again and make a run. Beautiful backdoor pass.
And a foul. The lead is 10 and remains 10. Brewer backs in, little baby jump hook off the back iron, rebound to Noble Days. Kick out to Hightower, leaves it for Thomas. Spots up the three. Side iron left, missed.
Tulane highlight the break.
Tulane by 10. Now by 8, Maurice Howard using the left hand.
Wow, keeping it one-handed. A nice little scoop comes all the way through the lane. All of a sudden, the team that was really relying on the three-pointer and using that as the focus of its offense has decided to go inside and make a comeback here.
16 for Howard, 11 of them coming since intermission. Walker leaves it for Days, knocked out of his hands. The Braves coming the other way. Pull up three. On line, but a little bit long. Corey Tillery finally misses one.
As you mentioned, they were falling earlier for Tillery. This is the time that Alcorn really needs him to start falling again.
That would have made it a 5-point lead. Tillery got a good look. A tad too strong. And a blocking foul. Trailed 50-48. Now it's 62-51, making a 14-1 run. And Alcorn has been 6 minutes between field goals. So Tulane came on and Alcorn went the other way. Thomas rolls in the second one as well. A 15-1 run now for Tulane since trailing by 2. Tulane trying to put this game on ice. 2.5 to go. Walker gets it down low. It's fumbled away for the moment by Days.
Group until they fell just the other night.
Thomas had it stripped away.
It's pretty quick here. Certainly keep your eye out for Tillery. Really, the main two has been the problem that Tulane has stopped having faced all night long. Is Maurice Howard, number 11, and Corey Tillery, number 3.
It's a 10-point game, less than 2 minutes to go. Pull-up jumper, free throw line, got it.
There's Tillery. Nice crossover dribble there.
21 for Tillery, 15 in the first half. And a little bit of a bump. He's a good free throw shooter. Normally, if this lead is sustained, that's more wins than Tulane had a year ago for the whole season.
He got 450 for his career earlier this season against Utah.
It's still alive, and Tulane comes away with it.
Alcorn ends up coming up short here with 1:25 to go and lose this ball game. They certainly have a lot to build off of when you consider the lack of success in the program on the road. I know it's tough to think about moral victories. Santa Clara on the 29th before they jump into SWAC play. They face Prairie for stay in the Houston area of Texas Southern as they do that rotation there in the SWAC. Right now, the SWAC standings, you can't find a team in the SWAC that's over 500. The best record's 4 and 5.
Walker bags both free throws. He's got 11 points tonight, all in the second half. Tulane is 13 for 17 at the stripe, 9 out of 12 since intermission. Less than a minute to go.
I gave you that number earlier that only 3 opponents have taken more than 10 free throw attempts against Tulane, so that record's going to stand. As Alcorn didn't come close to making it 10 times to the line.
Walker dishes it off at the last moment, and that hangs on the rim and then falls away. That's KJ Lawson couldn't finish it. And the floater, good by Howard.
Win their conference, they'll be highly ranked, then people start talking about them. They deserve more respect throughout the season, but where they are geographically, many people just don't get to watch them, don't know much about them.
Christian Thompson bags the first.
That the bench actually be the first time this season that his bench outscored an opponent's bench. They've been outscored every game but one. In the one game they weren't outscored, they tied against Middle Tennessee State 12-12. Tulane's bench contributing tonight. They're starting to try to find positives again. First-year program, new coach, new players. That's something else Tulane can take from this win as they get ready to head to D.C. and then face quite the challenge to open up the American when they face Memphis.
And the Green Wave can dribble this one out. The final score from